Cool. So let's go to these caps. If I go into edit mode, you can see that it snaps back, and we are actually still working only with this little part. So that is great. So what I want to do is I'm gonna select every part, so the bread, the sausage, and the mustard, then Shift D and snap this back for a second. You can see that they all get selected here. So I want them in another collection. So this one, and this one. Now I can just hide this other selection. And these are all of our duplicated versions. So we can literally delete all of their modifiers. And now it's time for us to change this to an end cap. So the nice thing about this one is that our end cap and our start cap, like these are caps which are on, are the same. So we just have to mirror them. So what I'm gonna do is, let's make this sausage how it's supposed to be. What I want to do is I select this whole edge loop, click on Shift S, cursor to selected. Now you see that my cursor snaps there. So if I add something, you know, if I add a mesh, whichever I want, then it will snap, the middle of that will snap to this cursor, and that's why you put it there. So if I do a UV sphere, it will go exactly in that place. So this sphere has 32 segments, which is the same as we had here, remember? So if I rotate this around the x-axis for 90 degrees and go into our wireframe mode, select from here, can delete these faces, and now I can literally just fill these up. So if you select 4 vertices and then from this edge just keep clicking F, it will just fill up. So this is already our end of a sausage, right? What is nice though is if we move some of these edges and make sure you only do like straight lines, because this will look really cool. Here, and really move them inwards, maybe even scale them a little bit down. If we give this a shade smooth, and you can already see what this does. This makes it really look like the end of a sausage, right? So that's a quick thing. Here with our bread, we just want to fill this up just like before, but it makes it very square. Even if you put a subdivision surface on here, it's way too square for a sausage or for a bread, right? So I want to delete these and actually want to merge Alt M at center. These two at center. Same here. Alt M at center. Alt M at center. And now you can see that we have a way nice form. And you can still, if you want to, move stuff around so it gets like even more of a bread form. But yeah, we're not gonna struggle with that right now. So cool. And then as last, our mustard also has to end, right? In a little round thing. It's gonna be exactly the same as how we did sausage. So select it. And here we have 12 vertices. So make sure our cursor is to selected. So Shift S, cursor to selected. Add a UV sphere. And now we need 12, right? So segments is gonna be 12. And I'll put this rings at like 8, I think. Scale down till it has around the same size. Rotate it, of course. And this seems okay. So we can also here delete these edges and fill this up. And now we can see that we have at least a circular form there. Just use a subdivision surface. And I think this is a bit too big. So what I want to do is just scale this a little bit down. So yeah, but that is just whatever you want, right? And now this is our end cap. So the cool thing that which we can do, if we unhide this here, our main collection, then we can actually put this into our end cap. So I want to select the sausage, and here you have start cap, end cap. So if we actually put this as an end cap, you can see that the sausage goes here. With this one, and the mustard goes there. This one, this goes here. That's awesome, right? I'll do the merge a bit higher, to be honest. But yeah, that's how you do that. So now we have this whole bread. And of course we need to do it here as well. But you will probably need to rotate this. So duplicate it, move the bit around, rotate set for 180 degrees, and apply the rotation for everything. Otherwise it won't work. Apply rotation. And now for the end cap, we can select this. For the end cap for this one, select the bread. And the end cap for the mustard, select the mustard. But you can see that this mustard here does not really line up here. And that's a problem. So we want to move this around. So I want to do the, let's go back. Scale X -1, and this is how you flip it. But you can see that it flips kind of weird, so it doesn't match up here. And you can do this manually. You can select it G and then X. And then you can see that you can match these up. Or what you can do is, let's go back a bit here, and put your pivot point to the cursor, 3D cursor, and make sure the 3D cursor is in the middle of the sausage. So Shift S, cursor to selected. And now if I move this, select everything, scale X -1, you can see that it moves in a way better way than we wanted, and it already matches up. The only thing is that you can see some of these dark and white areas, and that is the normal maps. So if you still have everything selected, go into mesh, normals, and recalculate outside. So now it's all fixed. And this is the model of the hot dog, right? And next part we're just gonna give it some materials, and then you can run it any way how you want it. So see you guys there.